Morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Morning.
I'm not doing a PowerPoint presentation. I'll do a presentation of Grizzly Mining Limited. Okay. Grizzly Mining Limited is a company whose core business is centered around mining and marketing of gemstones. And this company was incorporated in June 1997. From inception, the company operated on a small-scale gemstone license. However, due to the continued reinvestment in various equipment, which resulted in a highly mechanized operation, Grizzly was granted a large-scale gemstone license in 2010. Our operations are carried out in Lufwanyama Emerald Restricted Area, situated 50 kilometers southwest of Kalulushi, on the Copperbelt province of Zambia. The 10-kilometer square land, which is our rights area, is richly endowed in vast emerald and beryl deposits. Our vision as a company is to be the best emerald mining company in Zambia and the best employer in the sector. In this regard, Grizzly has endeavored to attract and retain the best skilled manpower in the sector. Grizzly Mining is a privately owned company which is basically engaged in the production, grading, marketing, and supply of emeralds and beryl. Our target markets are in Asia, the Middle East, North America, and Europe. The company comprises of a board of up to 8 directors, shareholders. That includes the proprietor and chief executive officer, Mr. Blanjai, who is a qualified gemologist by profession with over 35 years of experience. The company has gained worldwide repute, benefiting immensely from a marked growth in market share due to its consistency in meeting market and customer demands. The company appreciates the fact that government cannot achieve its objectives on its own. Therefore, in order to augment government efforts, we are actively engaged in job creation. In this regard, we have a total workforce of about 500 unionized employees, 70% of whom are drawn from our host community, Lufwanyama. Staff morale is kept high because management is particularly sensitive to issues pertaining to the welfare of its workers. As a result, this mutually beneficial management-employee relationship has encouraged an atmosphere of palpable cohesion. Our staff, who we consider to be our most important factor of production, has thus far adopted an unwavering drive and commitment to achieving the company's set objectives, and this has steered the company towards its vision. In future, we hope to expand our horizons and increase our production by exploring more innovative mining techniques. As part of our continued reinvestment program, we recently undertook phase 1 of the washing plant expansion project, which has resulted in more job creation. This has also maximized production through high gem recovery from the washing plant. As envisaged, at the completion of the whole expansion project, the increased plant capacity is bound to create more jobs. As a good corporate citizen, Grizzly Mining carries out its mining operations in an environmentally friendly manner. The strict adherence to the commitments set out in the environmental management plan saw the gradual rise in terms of grading from Category 3 at the enforcement of the Environmental Protection Act in 2007 to Category 1 in 2010, which position we have maintained since then. In recognition of its environmental performance, Grizzly was in 2010 awarded the overall contribution to sound management practices in industry. We recognize as well as appreciate the fact that the lives of local inhabitants have been affected by our mining activities in the chiefdoms of the Lufwanyama district. Part of our profit is plowed back into our host community through various community projects. For instance, Grizzly Mining Limited spent over 4 billion kwacha to completely rehabilitate and reinforce a major bridge over the Kafubu River. This is the bridge that joins the chiefdoms of Chifunkana and Chiflumpuma. In so doing, we managed to link together the chiefdoms of Chifunkana and Chiflumpuma respectively. Prior to this project, a number of lives had been lost through drowning by locals attempting to cross the submerged bridge. Grizzly Mining also carries out annual road maintenance within the Emerald Restricted Area. In the past, roads were impassable, and this had severely restricted the movement of people, particularly the farmers who ferry their farm produce to marketplaces which are located 70 kilometers away. The frequently graded roads have improved the mobility of people and goods in the mining community. The high infant mortality rates in the mining community compelled Grizzly Mining Limited to provide land within its rights area for the construction of a clinic by ESMAS through funding by World Bank. Healthcare provision has been a major concern for the community. Upon commissioning, this clinic will cater for health needs of several communities within Lufwanyama. In the past, even as alluded to by the previous presenter, locals have had to travel 70 kilometers to the nearest clinic to seek medical attention, and many die en route to the health centers. So this clinic that has been constructed by ESMAS on our land will definitely bring an end to this dilemma. Traditional rulers in the area have long benefited from financial and material aid from Grizzly. We recognize the problems that chiefs face in covering their vast chiefdoms, and as such, we donated personal vehicles to Chifunkana and Chiflumpuma respectively, giving them easy access to their subjects. Grizzly has invested in education within the area, owing to concerns over children traveling 45 kilometers on foot to get to the nearest school. We responded by constructing 2 community schools in the district, one of which has since been handed over to the Ministry of Education. The other school provides primary education for over 300 pupils. The company provides free school uniforms and all school requisites from books, pens, chalks, and what have you. In addition to this, the company has placed the teachers at the school on the company's payroll. Like I said, this is a community school, and the parents in this area cannot afford to pay for their children. So we've taken that responsibility to help retain the teachers by paying them and putting them on our payroll. In the past, Grizzly Mining carried out its corporate social responsibility initiatives without the input of local people. As such, many of our projects were not being appreciated. This led us to include the chiefs on our corporate social responsibility board to ensure that all our projects are community-driven. As a result, we have embarked on numerous developmental programs with the input from the local people through the representation of the chiefs in the district. For instance, the upgrade of a basic school to a high school in Chiflumpuma's area. Grizzly Mining has already provided building materials, 16,000 concrete blocks to be used in this community-driven project. Plans are also currently underway to construct a secondary school in Chifunkana's area, another project which locals have identified. Grizzly mining recognizes the challenges faced by small-scale miners in the district, and as such, we readily support their efforts through the provision of mining hardware and other equipment. In 2010, Grizzly Mining Limited undertook an audacious electrification project which has brought power to the remote mining area. This has successfully opened up the area and helped to improve the living standards of the locals. Locals are now able to enjoy the benefits that come with electricity, such as lighting of their homes, power for irrigation purpose, to mention but a few. A number of mining companies, including service providers such as MTN and Airtel, have also benefited and hooked onto the grid. This has been a positive development for companies in the area by helping to reduce operational costs. In conclusion, Grizzly Mining contributes to the national treasury through its payment of various taxes and contributions to the Environmental Protection Fund, as is evidenced by the ZAITI report. We intend to continue creating the much-needed jobs in the area and to continue supporting the local community in which we operate. Thank you very much for your attention.